Well, now this is quite interesting, Fae friends. So we have Choose Your Legends coming up here very soon. Well, maybe at the time of this is being recorded, I don't know when this is coming out, but for me, it's the day that they just posted. It's about an hour before they post, or hour after they posted this, 2 hours, whatever. It's fine. It'll probably come out maybe after CYLs. I don't even know. But we have 2 CYLs this year, thanks to the addition of Fire Emblem Shadows, which I still have barely played. I still need to play more of it. I'll do it once I finish catching up on Fae. I'm almost there. We're very, very close. Hopefully, at this point, we're already caught up by the time this video comes out. But as you can see here, what's interesting is that there are 2 versions of CYL right now, at least on January 18th at the time of recording. They have started the Shadows Cup, and then after that we have CYL Round 10, specifically for Fae. Now I think this is actually a really interesting change, because we're going to be having I guess like a Shadows banner. This is specifically for Fire Emblem Heroes, by the way. This isn't like Fire Emblem Shadows, you can choose what gets into Fire Emblem Shadows. This is choose what characters will get like a Shadow version, basically. I think. I actually don't necessarily know how it works fully, but it just says Shadows versions coming. So I don't know if they'll be in Fire Emblem Shadows as well, or if it'll just be like Shadows versions of heroes being put into Fire Emblem Heroes. I don't really know how it works. But I think that's going to be pretty cool, because they'll get like a new like animal-based outfit, or I guess like design, along with their like beast design, which could be cool for a lot of different characters. Now, as we can see here, it says the top-ranked heroes will appear in special Shadows versions. So we'll see how exactly that works. Of course, we do already see, Lyn, Mythic Lyn in this case, but it looks like we have, it looks like we have like round 10 coming up later as well. If we click on this, we can see voting is starting quite soon, not just yet, but soon. And I guess we get some cool wallpapers here as well. But let's go back to the Shadows Cup here. We get to look at some... I think there's only 4 days of this, by the way. So I guess we'll just go ahead and vote. I need to sign in real quick. Okay, I think I'm signed in now. Let's see here. Let's go for vote. So it looks like you can just choose whoever you want. So if that's the case, I'm gonna just stick with the GOAT that I always vote for. And that is going to be Lute. I always vote for Lute whenever it comes to CYL, even though she just recently got a new alt, and I'm really, really excited about that. We're going to be going for, let's see, the JavaScript Shadows/Hero/108012, which is going to be Miss Lute here. I wonder what the little icon is on the top left. Not entirely sure what's up with that, but we're going to be choosing Lute here as I always do. I always got to go for my GOAT Lute there. Now let's see if I can take a look at my... Yeah, there's only 4 days here. Only 4 days of this Shadows Cup version. And then we get a couple of posters with 2 and 4 votes. So I'll have to take a look at those the following days. But I think I'll just be voting Lute all 4 days on my main account. Now, of course, I'm going to vote on my alternate account as well here for our first day. And for me, I want to go and pick one of my favorite characters from Fates first, because I think it would be really, really cool if this character had like a beast alt, because I think it could like be really interesting, especially with how he, functions in the game. And that, of course, is going to be none other than Takumi here. I absolutely love Takumi. He's my favorite character from Fire Emblem Fates, for those who don't know. And I think the whole fact that, he had like the whole possession and like evil and non-coast, I think it would actually fit quite well into Fire Emblem Shadows. I don't really know what animal they would put him as, but they could find something pretty creative, I feel like. So we'll choose Takumi here for day 1 on the alternate account. And when I vote on my alternates, I always choose one of each character, and then sometimes like a couple meme characters. But usually that's about it. That's really loud. I'm not going to be playing that anymore. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, there's the alternate account here. We got Takumi. So let's see who we go for tomorrow. I've got to think about it a bit. Okay, it's the second day. Let's take a look at what we got here. I actually have the volume on this time just to kind of see what the music's all about here. I haven't really listened to much of the Shadows music, so I'm actually excited to maybe take a peek at it in the future. But for now... Oh. Okay. That's kind of neat. I like that. Yeah, na 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 na. Oh yeah. So one thing that I didn't notice about day one somehow is that instead of 2 males, 2 females, what they do for, you know, choose your legends in Fire Emblem Heroes, for the Shadow Cup, it's 1 of each type. So you have 1 infantry, 1 flying, 1 cav, and then 1 armor. That's what they're gonna do, it looks like here. But because this is my main account, we are of course going to lock in loot once again. Yes, sir. There we go. Yippee! We got the lootster, and now we can actually get the wallpaper here as well. Look at that. How cute. All right, guys, hear me out. I know I just did a character from this game, but this is funny, bro. It's really funny. Trust me, it is really funny because no one's gonna vote for him. Literally nobody will ever vote for him but me. It's gonna be Gunter, baby! I love, ironically, loving Gunter because he's so, like, dumb and lame and kind of dumb. But I don't know what it is, dude. I just love, like, Gunter. Mostly ironically, but, like, somewhat, like, I think there's, like, 10% of it is genuine, but I think 90% is just ironic love for Gunter. And because he has an evil form, whatever, possessed by Nankos as well, I want to see them Gunter. I want to see if there's anyone else that votes for Gunter. I just want to see, like, in the total votes, it's gonna be me, bro. If you see 1 vote for Gunter, it was me, bro. You chose Gunter. That's right, baby. Ugh, what a garbage ballot. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, it's day 3. Let's get into our voting for day 3. I need to see something, though. I didn't actually check if Shadows itself was even on here. Is it? Engage is here. 3 Hopes is here. Tokyo Mirage says... Okay, so Shadows itself isn't here. Isn't that kind of funny? Look at that. It's not here. Like, you just go from Shadow Dragon to Engage. How interesting. Anyway, since we're on the main account, you already know how this goes. We gotta... all the different music. We're going all the way down, bro. Once again, for Loot the GOAT! Yes! Day 3 loot voting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's my ballot. 3 full loots. That's what we like to see, baby. All right. So I know yesterday's was kind of a bit of a troll. Gunter. Yeah, I know. Bit of a silly one. But next up, let's choose from a more popular game. Let's go for 3 Houses. You know, 3 Houses, you know, probably the most popular game. And now I'm getting distracted by Gostar and Edelgard. So, next up, you know, you guys know I'm a big Dimitri fan, right? He's one of my favorite characters in all of Fire Emblem. And we already see the Dimitri in Shadows, right? He's got the big bear alt and whatnot. So that's pretty cool, right? I do kind of want to pick Dimitri, but I think I'm going to mix things up just a little bit, you know? I think I'm going to mix it up because so many people are voting for Dimitri. Instead, I think I'm going to be voting for my boy, Gwendol, the Grey Lion! Bro, you guys don't understand the peak that is Gwendol. Bro, you thought Gunter was crazy? Yo, you just wait for Gwendol. Bro, Gwendol, I love Gwendol. When he dies... so funny, bro. You don't understand how funny this character is, bro. Such as his hit quote, I am Gwendol. Ah!
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me? I am Gwendol. 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 I am Gwendol.
You know, shoutouts to Gwendol for dying that one time. I gotta choose Gwendol. I gotta give it up, bro. It's Gwendol, bro. You know, I gotta give it up to the one and only Gwendol. Anyways, I'm liking my ballot so far. This one's looking pretty good. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this lineup and you're like, what is this, bro? You're trolling us. Gunter and Gwendol. Well, trust me, this time I actually have a really good choice. And I'm not gonna troll you this time. I'm actually gonna pick a real character. And I think this one's going to be really, really cool. So, this is a character that I think a lot of people don't talk about too often. But I really, really like this character. It's going to be Berkut. I think Berkut is a perfect fit for Fire Emblem Shadows, honestly. Him having like a shadow all, I think that'd just be super hype. I guess I'm just picking a lot of guys on calves today. I don't really know what it is except for Takumi. But we're gonna choose Berkut as our last one for the alt account here. I think that's pretty fitting. I don't know. I just think like with Berkut's arc, I think him having a Shadows alt would just be really, really cool. Maybe it's just because like Shadows is so linked to like fallen heroes, and we have like fallen Berkut and whatnot with like Takumi, Gunter. Gwendol was kind of just a meme, but I don't know. I just really like the idea of picking Berkut as well. So yeah, that is gonna be both of my ballots. Of course, main account just straight loot. It's gonna be the same thing with regular CYL, and then I'll mix things up with the alt account, giving some more niche characters some love here. So yeah, let me know who you voted for in the Choose Your Legends Shadow Cup, but that is going to be it for me. I believe Choose Your Legends will start later today if this is being uploaded on the day of, and then I'll probably have a little video on it like a week from now after I do all my votes. So I guess best of luck with voting. Hopefully the character that you love gets as many votes as possible, and you know, if you want to spare a couple of votes to loot or anything like that, I mean, hey, I'd love that. But you know, you can vote for who you choose. Either way, though, that's going to be it from me, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Let's look forward to CYL and see who wins. I think it's going to be a lot of fun this year, hopefully. Hopefully it's not just random OC from Faye that wins. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye now.